Have you been wondering what's going on in the Bend real estate market? Well, stay tuned. I'm going to tell you all about it. Hi, this is Nora Spangler with Rogue Real Estate here in Bend, Oregon. And yes, just like everywhere else, we have been affected. We are under the stay-at-home order, so we can still do real estate, but we just have to do it differently. So if you need to do real estate, please contact me. I can still help you with that. But this video, I just want to give you the statistics of just how the market is doing, which some of these numbers might surprise you. So these numbers are for the Bend, Tumalo, Alfalfa area, which most of the information is from Bend. Tumalo and Alfalfa are more rural areas. So the median home price for March 2020 was $465,000. And that was up 2.2% over February and up 4.5% over last year. 70 days on the market was the median. And that's pretty quick because that includes the closing time. So that means homes were selling within a few weeks of being listed. 584 active listings and 258 homes sold. The number of homes for sale in March was up 50% over February's number and up 26.5% over last year. So what about interest rates? Well, I did a lot of research on this, and really there's no solid opinion about what's going to happen to interest rates because there's been so much money poured into the economy through the government, and it's just so unsettled right now. But what I do know is that right now rates are still low. They are still at around 4%, historically amazing interest rate. So that still makes it a good time to buy if you're able to. But in a recession, generally the interest rates stay low because they want to encourage people to spend and to buy homes and to get the economy moving again. Will we see a high number of foreclosures in the near future or maybe next year? So the first factor that comes to mind is that this is completely different than the last housing crash that we had in 06 to 08. It's not based on subprime loans, which was loans given to people that really couldn't afford them. So today, lending criteria is so much tighter that people in their homes, can afford them. It's more going to depend on, are they employed still, or how long until they get their jobs back again, and will all this money the government's pouring in be enough? But just a fact about banks really do not want to own your home. The last time this happened, the banks found out they were terrible in real estate. Like, they are not set up to own and sell real estate. That's not what they're about. They want to loan you the money, but they really don't want your property. So they will foreclose if they have to, but there's going to be a lot of effort made to not have that happen to people this time. So will the Bend housing market or the US housing market crash again like it did in 08? I don't think so. I really don't think. We're going to be affected for sure, but this is completely different. This economic halt happened super fast. And I think what everyone's hoping for is if the restrictions on working and moving about can be lifted slowly over the next month or two, we could regain and get ramped up again within a few months, and by the end of the year, hopefully be on track for a good recovery. So how does unemployment affect the housing market? According to history, with the Great Depression and then our Great Recession a few years back, rising unemployment does not necessarily mean that fewer homes are sold. In fact, number of homes sold actually rose in several of those cases. So it depends on a lot of factors. It's not a direct correlation between the unemployment numbers and the number of homes that are going to be sold. I know these next few months are going to be very challenging, but I do want to say one thing about my hometown. Even though I've only lived here like 5 years, I do consider Bend my hometown, and I love it dearly. It is my hope and my belief that Americans will pull together and we will see an amazing recovery of both our spirits and our bank accounts in the months to come.